So the season has been off to a great start, just past the midway point, and we sit atop of the division and probably the league at 8-1, about to take on the Orbits and the Oilers, both games at home. So 3 games in a row getting to stay at home. It's a whole month we're just staying put. No breakouts, unfortunately. No players of the week, unfortunately. But we've got a My Time to Shine, which is definitely interesting, and a rivalry game, which, of course, is facing off against those Orbits. I believe Wise, if I'm not mistaken, is also back. Maybe this is kind of out of order. Maybe we should have looked at the awards as well. Uninjured. I don't know what that means. I would imagine he's able to start. But Trey Palmer has easily won his way into the starting lineup, in my opinion. And with that being said, will at least be the number 2. At worst, number 3, but that is at worst number 3 when Dobbs returns, not because Wise is back. So Wise, because of injury, may have lost his opportunity down the line, but we'll see how he plays while Romeo is gone. Regardless of the point, players of the week, Jamar Chase and Benford, and then you have Baker Mayfield and Johnson. 1 pick 6 and 2 interceptions for Jalen Johnson, and then, of course, pick 6 as well. Jamar Chase, though, a little weird that he got that award win. Wasn't, I guess, to be fair, Griffin got one. There was definitely another one where he actually, we should have won it and didn't get it. I wish we had a week like that where Jamar Chase can win it with those numbers. We would have won it one of those other weeks that we should have had it and didn't get it. I think it was Dak I'm thinking of, which was pretty good in fairness, but still, we were better. Looking at the team, though, this is the way it looks, although we do have a bunch of different things going on here because of, the injury return. The lineup changes itself, so actually the lineup is likely going to be Morant, Palmer, and then Wise as the top 3 with Ellison at number 4. But everything else should be as it is. It's really tough not to start Griffin because he was really good, but Chris Rodriguez is just so good still. And then looking at the defense, no controversies here. We're healthy, and, everyone's playing well. Quick look at the Orbits roster. We've played this team many a times, but maybe some of the ratings have changed. Kyler Murray, he looks pretty good, but he's still not really taking that next step towards being an elite player. As far as running back goes, Tony Pollard, he's so hit or miss. Sometimes he just completely destroys us and that speed shows. Sometimes he just can't even get the game going. Garrett Wilson and Jerry Jeudy are a good combination. Friedman is also really solid. George Kittle still as good as ever. Charles Cross is pretty damn good. Ben Powers, Karras, right guard Josh Collins has really developed. Andrew Wiley definitely needs to be replaced, but that's that for the offense. Defensively, some decent power moves for Ezekiel Harris. Looking at right end Granderson, he's got really good block shed, so he can stop the run. Jordan Davis, another block shed type with inside stuff, I believe. And then a rookie, D'Angelo Holmes, who has really good finesse move. Looking at the outside linebacker, Boyan Mafe, pretty damn good finesse. Middle linebacker, Quay Walker and Henley, the speed is real. Looking at outside linebacker on the other side, Harvey Waters, good finesse, still developing as a rookie. Garner is really good, but we have actually burned him a few times, especially with some of our speed players, even though he's really fast. Cam Smith, finally, once again, like last time we played them, we talked about, finally gets the actual start. And then John Armstrong, not too bad either with that size and a little bit of speed, too. Petrie's a great safety, one of the best free safeties in the league. And then Hufanga, easily one of the best strong safeties in the league. Kicker punter, though, not a whole lot of, at least for kicker, kick power. And then on the punter side, you do have Bojorquez, which he is really strong, 98 kick power. Before we go into the weekly strategy, let's take a look at these rivalry game and My Time to Shine scenarios. Rivalry game, who are we going to be looking at? Sauce? It is Sauce. Let's challenge Sauce. By any means necessary, like you said, limiting his impact has to be a top priority, and he's at the top of the players that we aren't going to allow us to beat us this week. Just says hold them to without interception. I'll try, but interceptions are in my blood. It's my livelihood, man. That's my bloodline. But let's take a look at My Time to Shine. Is this going to be a quote-unquote breakout chance? Does he get XP, stats, whatever it is? But Cam Jones has been... Oh, come on! They tricked me! Normally it's next man up and you lose a player, but no! What does that mean? I don't know what I do. Next man up, or he is irreplaceable. It's definitely not an ideal situation, but we're getting Willie... Oh, come on! Why couldn't it be Darren Riley? Extra drills, play extra drills, businesses. Okay, let's not get too carried away. 3 combined sacks or tackles for a loss against the Orbits for Willie Gay. That is it's Willie, it's something. But is that really how I'm going to do this lineup? Like, is Darren Riley not going to be the starter, or maybe Walt James? Also, why is it not Owen Papeau? Like, hello. Is it just because he's the highest overall next up? Because Owen Popo is kind of my guy, but I'm just going to put... Nah, we're putting Riley there. I don't know why I did this, because now it's like really hard to do it. But yeah, I think Riley's going to start. I don't care. Taking a look at the weekly strategy, of course, they pass the ball well, but don't run the ball well, which is really strange. I'm going to go a short pass, and then as far as attacking them goes, they don't do a whole lot right. Our run game has been on fire lately, so of course we are going to continue to try and pound Iraq. It sounded like I said pound Iraq, and I got flashbacks of Bush. That's all I can say. Pubic hair, of course. Connor Wilson could get himself another ability slot at 85, I think, right? And it is. Zone coverage now 87. Give us something, Juice. Outmatched. Defenders with this ability are highly likely to force catch knockouts against running backs. I mean, he's really going against tight ends more than anything. Recuperation sucks, too. We're going to need, maybe before we play next match, a reroll on some abilities. Or should I just, like, give one good ability, like, switch one of the bad abilities out for a good one if they don't have at least one good ability? Maybe that's what we do instead. Like, what's Ronnie Shelton's abilities? Obviously, really early on, some pretty good actual abilities, in fairness. But, like, buy one, get one. Let's boom. Whatever he gets at 85, that's fine. These two abilities are pretty damn good. They're pretty damn good. Is that? I don't know. You guys let me know. Power Rusher, continue to go power move. I think he actually has a chance to pass Block Shed now, which he does with 85 versus... Oh, he already has that. For 85 versus 82. He's so good. I think it was Kai Gary I was thinking of, but yeah. Ronnie is really good. Also, we've been slowly working on the open field moves, basically running back upgrades, and we are now onto acceleration. So we don't get the speed boost we used to for running backs, but we can get the +3 to excel, which is not quite the same, but it'll definitely help out. Here we are at home, no primetime game. I feel like this division has definitely died down in competition after we've just kind of jumped out in front. Before, it was like this, the games were competitive and fun to watch because both teams sucked and they were on the same level. But now, I mean, anyone that plays us is basically going into a brick wall. You can see the breadth of the players, which means that it is getting killed. It is definitely getting pretty cold out here, and obviously that has the potential for snow, really bad, inclement weather. And we'll see if we can actually get some of that at some point this year, maybe add to our advantage, especially when you're going up against the Omaha Orbits. But here we are, taking on this mid-level, rival that still has a chance to maybe make the playoffs, but doesn't really kind of matter type of situation. But don't want to let our guard down because we don't really care what they're up to. It's all about us getting closer and closer to a chance at the #1 seed, which obviously gives you a bye week for the wild card round. The Steamers, though, I will say, of all the rivals, they have been the most impressive when it comes from start to finish / expectations, as they're 5-4. I mean, they was at double their wins from last year pretty much already. Pretty impressive, but still, long ways to go. As we look on to the offense of the Orbits, Kyler Murray, the short man with a little bit of speed, a lot of heart. 13 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, 1,500 yards. Problem with that is that's, it's like 30% missing. It's 30% missing. You need more. So they're definitely being a little cautious, which sure maybe leads to less turnovers, but also probably leads to less scoring drives, which is almost the same thing when you really think about it. As out there is going to be a missed tackle by Wilson, and Pollard is going to turn that into 15 yards. Talking about catch breakups, sure, but at the same time, got to tackle him as well, because sometimes you're just not going to be there. And there goes Jackson. No, how? Really good coverage by Wilson there, speaking of. On Wilson as well. Kyler Murray looking at notable inactives. Still some more. Wise is not injured. I don't know what they're talking about. Or maybe we held them an extra week. Have him in the lineup as a starter, but it does still have an injured logo on him, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. But we'll see. Try to swat. Couldn't, but it's picked out by Walt James. I honestly didn't even see Walt James there for a moment, and it just completely threw Kyler Murray off. And that'll be a turnover already. I have 1 staff point upgrade already because of that. We put it on intercept the ball and then, of course, win the turnover battle. So, obviously, both things happening so far. One of them locked in. And then we look at the quarterback numbers of Jadarius Lewis. And sure, the rushing numbers might be lower than Kyler by a little bit. Maybe. At least yards-wise. But passing, it's not even close. Jadarius is having one of the best league quarterback seasons. He's top 3 in the league for MVP at the moment. Bit early to be thinking about that, and honestly, do we even care? But something to think about as the season, ends at least. And Palmer, speaking of that man, perfect throw, a lot of yards already. And they're going to get called for a late hit as that was an attempt after he was already out of bounds. So we will accept that. That's his fault. That'll tack on another 6, which makes it a little bit easier of a score situation sitting at the 6-yard line in the goal line area. And there goes Morant. A little bit of contact through the play, but Morant's going to hold on. Perfect throw. Okay timing. Maybe should have waited one more second, but there really wasn't much help there. They needed to get in quicker if they're not going to help that guy. Morant will beat many players in this league, especially linebackers. Taking another look at that. Was it even in the depth of where he can contact him? I guess he was contacting him through the play, but if our guy's trying to break off, then it would be holding, if not illegal contact, no? Either way, an ultra quick scoring drive. 2 plays, and it wasn't that short of a drive. 2 plays, 42 yards, I believe, for a score, and we got to bring him down. I think that might have been Walt James again. It was a hell of a play, just didn't bring him down. These injuries in practice, though, they're killing us. And the worst part is we're not even really getting a boost for somebody that we want to develop, like, speaking of, not him, actually. That was a good tackle by Willie Gay. I don't know why I didn't see the number. I thought it was Darren Riley on that play. It was actually Willie Gay. And somehow Mack is actually in at linebacker. I don't know what's going on here, but Khalil Mack, he knocks the ball out. I would love to see him on the field more. We have him substituted as both backup edges, but so far haven't needed him. 2nd and 10, pretty big play here is, get something going on this. It's going to be a really tough 3rd down conversion, and that is what they needed. Riley with a big hit. 5 yards gain, but good hit to stop him in his tracks. Coming with the blitz, I'm actually going to bring Riley because that man is fast. 94 speed. You get a free look, and there's no way. Oh, speaking of free looks, nobody out there, and we're going to play this safe as possible. Gets a little help at the end to the 18-yard line. Big play all the way down the sideline there. Broken coverage. I don't even know who was in coverage there. Still won't know from that angle. That's not really helping me at all. Unfortunately, we give that one up hard. Friedman, talked about him. He's not bad. Riley back on the blitz. This time we're going to try to get a push. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, nice knockout, though. Couldn't get a swat because we were still just slightly coming off of that pass rush move. Still forced the throw early. Don't think that's the reason why they didn't complete it, but maybe he would have had a different option if he wasn't forced into it. And, I mean, Jackson is making plays. Unfortunately, though, so is Murray, but wow. Did you see the speed of Gleason? I mean, Kyler Murray had him beat, and he just caught up. Yes, it's an 11-yard gain for them. It's a win for them on that play, but at the same time, Gleason saving a touchdown there was really impressive. Try to swat. We were a little early, and Wilson, don't know how he makes that look so nonchalant, but does. Knocks it out. 2nd and 7, basically. A lot of man coverage. Do we like it? I don't know. Can't get off the block, and wow, there is no one on Friedman again. Who has been trying to cover him because they have not done a good job? You would assume Nick Jones, but he has been destroyed every time he plays against him. They're going to score the touchdown. I mean, that's just... There's nobody covering him. Yeah, there's Nick Jones within 10 yards. It's ridiculous. Here goes the return from Calvin Austin. Wouldn't even say he's been close this season, but he is taking his opportunities as they come, and he's gotten as much yards as physically possible for us. It just hasn't been a great season for blocks on the special teams. The play action, Bellinger. Should have went for Bellinger. We're going to hold, and Morant will catch it cleanly for a big play to the 42-yard line. Already got enough receivers out there, and yeah, I don't see Wise. I guess he's still hurt. As Rodriguez is going to be out there, and we're going to try to break a tackle. Couldn't, but using the speed and the blocks alone, gets 16. Play action again, Morant, the main target, and Morant open, throws perfect. Morant down the sideline, and I thought we were going to tote that edge. If we slowed down at all to guarantee the edge, yes, we would have got closer, but we'd had no chance of the touchdown. But if we cleared that edge we were trying to there, that would have been a touchdown. Either way, to the 14, these play-action crossers are crushing. Now we look over the middle to Palmer on the double move. Maybe should just streak him. We're asking for a little bit here. That's a tough throw, and in there perfectly over the linebacker, Quay Walker. And it's going to be another touchdown. Trey Palmer having a great year for us ever since signing in free agency. We got the hook. Oh, look at that freaking lane. Wow, we got destroyed. Oh, blasted. That's why you play to the whistle. You know, a lot of players have been like, okay, there's a big lineman on me. He outweighs me by like 60 pounds, maybe more. I'm dead. But he spun out of it, got involved, and almost forced a fumble. And good play inside, try to knock it out, and Garrett Wilson doing well against Riley Moss. Good timing throw, and that will give them the first down. Trying to get off the block, can't. Oh, what a cutback by Palmer. Oh, my Lord. Pollard just made some crazy cuts. Only got 4, but that was beautiful. Honestly, just really surprised and impressed that our team was able to grab him. Those were some great decisions. Wait, also, Kai Gary, superstar? Wait, do we know this? Hello? Oh, look at Ronnie. Did we know that? Am I just, like, sleeping? Like, has that been there long, or did he just get that, or am I missing something? Oh, look at that. Ronnie Shelton. 3rd and 1. Didn't even really defend the run. And Ronnie just gets in there and takes him down for a loss of 5. He's been solid. Gonna go for the straight rushes. I mean, I don't really think you get much of a chance to return it from this range. Didn't get the block, and yeah, not wrong. What a punt, though. Mr. Joe Morant is in the zone. Does he lose it for losing yards? Does it say how he does? Kuntz is in the zone as well. Wait, how is he in the zone? Is it like a team success one? I don't even think he has a catch. Also, I don't know how Morant doesn't break a tackle. He has first one free and jukebox. But it is confirmed he stays in the zone. Also, don't know if he actually technically lost a yard there or not, so might be irrelevant anyways. End of the quarter, though, it's, you know, score-wise, not that crazy, but momentum-wise, the game feel-wise, you definitely would say we're in the driver's seat easily. Gonna go play action or not, because they're, like, ready. This might be a quick throw to Palmer if we have no choice. And there goes Kuntz in the zone. He's got some speed. Morant was able to get a block on him. I mean, that could have been a touchdown. We're going to try that end around again, a sweep, if you will. And nobody's going to block him. This time, we'll for sure know if you lose it by losing yards as a runner. And you do not. So it's just, if you're thrown to and you don't catch it, whether the ball is near you or not, or if you aren't targeted enough, which, fair enough. Palmer with a great route, but a bad throw is going to lead to our first incompletion of the game, I believe. And Boye Mafe is injured. Maybe getting a little too cute going away from what we know, but at the same time, the route was there and the throw wasn't. So that's not really a bad play calling thing, but just a bad execution. Screen pass, and wow, Quay Walker, I think, just blew that up. Loss of 2. And they blocked the punt, leading them to the 11-yard line, apparently. Okay. Oh, I don't know what our guy's doing, but that's a touchdown. Riley Moss thought he had a pick and was waiting. And that'll be a one-play touchdown. As you can see, the fumble recovered by Michael Turk for 0 yards. Maybe a bad snap. Probably a block, and he recovered it, though. I mean, what do you mean probably? I was there, obviously. Calvin Austin on the return. See if anyone wants to block. And he doesn't even block the first guy. Okay, this special teams unit is easily the worst it's been, which is crazy because both sides of the ball, we've been one of the best teams we've ever been. It's a 3-phase game, baby. You gotta play the game properly at all 3 phases. Big fella Ellison holds on, tough catch, 5 yards. I actually got the guy offside while IDing the mic, but I didn't get the ID off, so I was like, I can't do this. I made too many decisions there. Should have went straight into the open lane. I wanted it all. We gained 1, could have gained 3. With a little bit of, a little bit of our offense kind of slowing down a little bit, them scoring a touchdown there. Probably should just take what we can get and then set something else up. But at the same time, Ellison catches the ball and outruns Hufanga realistically there to the 37-yard line. We are moving efficiently. Bad throw led to, that one drive not being a continued drive and had to be a punt. Well, blocked punt, if you will. Oh, my God. Good try, Morant. I did not expect them to double-team him that hard. Good bait attempt. Got the trap play, but they are... I mean, it's not the lightest box in the world. Good fake out. And couldn't juke back inside. Gains 3. 3rd and 7. See if we can convert. Take the underneath and set up a 4th down. Unless they're just going to leave it, and they do for 10. The underneath is like... It's hard to throw down the field. Not that I wanted to on that drive. When they give up the underneath because they're covering so deep. It's like they're all just playing like the softest coverage in the world. That's a tough one. If he catches that, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that's a tough throw, tough catch, tough angle, tough everything. But yeah, I mean, if they want to just keep playing deep and prevent the deep ball, but then get paper cut it all the way down the field, that's their prerogative. And I really don't have many options here. I guess we go with this. Let's see what we got. We float it up. Great play. Seemed the guy wasn't coming underneath, and if we bulleted it, it would have been a lot less yards. Once again, they're like kind of all over it. So we're going to go play action, maybe get the zig to Palmer, which we're not going to. Ellison's pretty open, but I trust Morant more, and that's why. The tough catch, he brings it down. Ellison really caught a stray there for no reason because he actually caught a tough one similar, if not harder than that. Once again, if I have to roll the dice 10 times in a row, I'm pulling Morant every time. Yeah, I'm trying to roll Morant's. There's no one on the running back. Oh, nice catch, though. I forgot it's Rodriguez. Him catching it's already a win on its own. But didn't really secure it cleanly, which forced him to kind of like bobble it a little bit. Instead of the play action, we'll go with this. Straight up bench. That's a tough catch. Holds on, gains 2. Try to set something up on that out, but the edge actually contained me. To the 2-minute warning. Oh, we got a lot of quick looks. Could be a run. Like a rollout type play. Oh, they played that so well. It's a lot to ask for. You got to go for it on 4th and 1 here, I think. We need 1 yard. I went 5 wide. I was kind of just setting it up as like a bait out so nobody's near the line of scrimmage, and I just sprint out. Not that Jadarius is fast, but I figured he's fast enough, right? Also, really haven't ran it that much this drive. This will be the play we do it. Double team Jordan, please, though. Easy clap. First down and then some. Did it purposely to get more clock burned. We're geniuses. Got to 4th down, so we have an extra down to burn the clock with. Inside handoff. Oh my God, Jordan Davis just Superman dove at us. Doesn't help that our own offensive lineman blocked us. It's like a damn sandwich. All right. Their own, by their own words, we're going outs. Tough one. Catch that. Catches it, but the ball was behind the line. His whole body was on the line or further, but he was himself slightly short. It's such a weird angle that I need to see this back. Threw it a little late, in fairness, as well. I just wanted to make sure nothing crazy was going to happen. They're going to, I mean, that's kind of crazy to even call that possession, but like, you call that possession here? That knee goes out of bounds. Obviously, he never gets that ball over the line, but I mean, that's even crazy to give us possession there. So I'm down with whatever gets us the catch. Touchdown's one thing. Catching in general matters a lot, and Jordan Davis gets the tackle attempt. Loses the tackle anyways, though, and Rodriguez will score. We're back in the lead. Here we are headed to the 3rd quarter, but 53 seconds left. They do have a chance. Oh, nice move. Oh, get in there. Oh, wow, these hits are crazy. Not in the worst of coverage, but just, once again, throwing the ball at the toughest time for a cornerback to try and break on it. Riley kind of leaving the running back open, and that should have been picked. Nick Jones blowing the coverage on Friedman for the touchdown. Could have made up a little bit for it with an interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line, easily back on par for scoring this drive. Oh, I didn't know, but we did get in his face. We pressured him. We did do something. Jackson's kind of cooking, though. We can't finish the play, but he is absolutely affecting the game, and that's all that really matters from the pass rush department. Oh, there goes Gleason. He's going to force that. No way. Kyler Murray being forced to run early is going to benefit for them. That's insane. All right, they still have a timeout. See what they can do. Ronnie? Double team? I don't know about that. Oh, spin move. That was a bad play, and even worse, Jones knocks it out, which it's instinctive. It's what you kind of think to do, but honestly, we wanted him to catch that. Unless the receiver knew, the running back knew the smart thing was just to let it drop. At the same time, them getting, oh my God, another drop. Is that Jerry Jeudy this time? But at the same time, if they don't get a few yards, it's going to be a long field goal. That one timeout doesn't really mean anything if you don't catch the ball at all. So we'll see what they do here. If I was them, I'd probably just run it. If I feel like I can get even 5, I think it's worth it. Or they're going to find just enough. And I guess I'll call it timeout because on 4th and 1, they don't really have a lot going for themselves here. So you really just probably kick that field goal anyways. And we have a little bit of a chance, bad kickoff, blocked field goal, whatever. I think he called the timeout there, even if it leads to nothing. Calvin Austin on the return, going to get underneath it. And not really going to get anything. I've kind of learned my lesson to the point where I'm not going to take a shot, but I'll maybe run the ball once or twice and see if there's anything going. Although at the same time, we're in the zone. I don't want to lose our in the zone for any of our players over pointless plays. I don't know how the hell that guy gets in there, in fairness. Quay Walker is literally the greatest linebacker of all time, apparently, but that's exactly what happens. We lose our in the zone in a situation that literally was not going to lead to points anyways. Really stupid. I don't know how the hell the guy gets in there anyways, but yeah. We do have the numbers. We do have the score. The Steamers also finishing the win over the Oilers, who we have to play next. I mean, you never know what you're going to get, but yeah, that is not a team that looks to do much to us next week. We'll see what happens. Either way, we are going to focus on running inside and stopping the short pass. It's somewhat worked so far. Calvin Austin on the return. Okay, Hufanga just gets through the block and tackles. In fairness, they got some pretty insane players playing special teams for him for some reason. I don't know if I would have someone like Hufanga playing there, but hey, they do. We double team the inside, even though they got decent edge. They're not over on Palmer. Morant's out in front. Really good block. Gets us to the 34-yard line. 14 yards gain. I mean, this inside zone seems pretty stupid because they just have all these players up. Morant, open enough. Perfect throw and dropped. Number 1 versus number 1. Sauce kind of wins it, sort of. I mean, the ball is incomplete because the coverage is tight enough to where the throw needed to be put in a spot, but it was catchable. Yeah, it's still a win. Oh, wow, that barely worked out. Like, they both got, like, hit by something, and somehow Palmer was the one that at least got affected by it the least. Speaking of Palmer, I mean, Quay's been making crazy plays. I don't see how he stops this. And that throw is super terrible. That throw is really bad. We try to strip it. Not a good decision. Jadarius saves his mistake. But, yeah, that interception is all Jadarius. Gonna win mid-blitz from the 42. Could have been picked. Not going to. Jerry Jeudy catches it for once and then breaks a billion tackles. 50% completion percentage for Murray, but they are absolutely still in this game. They're only down by 4, and obviously they have possession. We're not doing so well for ourselves. Walt James going against a receiver no one seems to be able to get a handle on. And it actually, for some reason, works out, but unfortunately, nobody's been able to stop the possession of Garrett Wilson. Sounds like a demon. Sounds like a exorcism movie. I said it. Out there. Nice hit, but another first down. Garrett Wilson's exercising our defense. Definitely a little sus wording, but, you kind of got it. Maybe. I don't even know if I got it. And trying to get off the play, we do a good job to stop that in its tracks. Gains 3. I knew it. Oh, we did well. We did well. One-on-one. What are they going to call on me? Don't tell me it was me. Tell me it's a hold. I bumped into the guy over there, but that couldn't be what it was. Illegal contact after the ball's thrown? Is that... Huh? What? The ball was already thrown to a different player. Nice. Great call, refs. You got it. And out. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered. Good hit, but somebody pushes him in, and they will take the lead. Orbits are making me eat my words earlier. Calvin Austin, I mean, this should be a decent return because this is, it's like a short kind of kick. Calvin Austin tries to bounce it. I mean, we just can't get it out there. I mean, utilizing all that speed, and there's just not enough blocks. Pretty hard to create nothing or something from nothing on special teams specifically. We should have taken that. Jerry's got a lot of room to run, though. And he gains about 15. Pretty good slide. We're going to do this. We got to double team Mr. Davis. And we do. Nice moves. Rodriguez bounces it for about 12. Only 7 carries for 36, but they've been really somehow staying close to the line of scrimmage, but covering every player in man coverage. They're just cooking our route runners this game. And look at the coverage in man. Only reason why we even got that ball out so quick on the throwaways because I just could see the way that was going for us, and it wasn't a good way. It's a late throw to Ellison, who's not even going to try to sit down on that. Don't get me wrong, it's a late read, and maybe even the wrong read entirely, but that was a play that could have worked. Going to run inside. And we're going to bounce this out. Rodriguez creating something. A little horse collar maybe. I don't know. Turning nothing into 9. Field goal is an option to tie this game up, but at the same time, it's 1 yard. It's 1 yard. Do I trust this? I don't know. Let's see what we got. Morant wide open. Please catch it. Like, Morant is easily our most dependable catcher, but the problem is every once in a while he just has a blunder. I don't know what causes it, but every once in a while he will just straight up drop the easiest catch in the world. And oh my God, thank God that wasn't picked. What is Jadarius doing? He has a butt naked tight end. Yeah, that wording worked out pretty well, didn't it? Morant's got juke moves. Oh, there he goes, Morant! Late hit as well. To the 4, probably down to the 2 after the penalty. The late hit out of bounds, that's their fault. You're diving into nothing. And it is down to the 2. Beautiful. For some reason, they're not really feeling like covering the inside. I'm not really sure what tactic this is, but Rodriguez takes it a touchdown. I mean, he had to slip off a player. Somehow, we just can't block 3 players. Was it more than 3 that came? I guess it was 5 technically. It was like a weird blitz that... Yeah, I mean, it's a pulling guard. The center doesn't help over, so we got lucky. Lucky that Rodriguez is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. For the 25-yard line. We're back on top. For how long? Who knows? Wide open on the outside, trying to bring him down, due for 9. Murray's completion percentage is not the best, but his yards and touchdowns are perfectly fine, and that's really what matters. And out there, blocks are perfect. Riley misses. And Johnson, really good freaking aggressive tackle. First down, though. They're mixing up pretty well all of a sudden. From the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs. They can really just do whatever they want on this. It's going to be a throw. Nobody on the running back. Nobody on the tight end. Actually, that's Jerry Jeudy. Man coverage. Johnson going up against a... Do we have Kittle? It's not our job. Oh, how do we not get a hit stick? Jerry Jeudy looking shifty there. That will give him another first down and... give the end to the third quarter. This is really back and forth. We are fourth quarter. Similar rushing yards. We have better passing yards, but the score is barely in our favor. And I think we've just been running too much basic stuff. We really haven't blitzed all that much, and I think it's hurt us. So we're going to go mid on 1st and 10. The least expected down to come with it all, as Johnson is going to get there. But once again, Nick Jones in really bad coverage. Good finish by Riley Moss. I thought he was going to miss him. I genuinely don't know where Nick Jones has been this game. But it's clearly smoking something on that sideline. And what a tackle again. Antonio Johnson's been pretty good tackling today. Number 1 in takeaways. Only 1 takeaway, though. Still keeping it rather light, as they did run it, but it seems like our D-line has been good enough in these situations, and they do still have 4 receivers. You gotta stop them. And Cordell Jackson can't catch him. That will be a touchdown. Kyler Murray runs it all the way to the boundary. I thought Cordell was going to catch him, honestly, but... Kyler hamstered his way over. Defense can't get a stop. Big play action play. The play action's been, with the crosser, has been pretty deadly for us this game. Oh, he's open. It's a great throw. Morant's going to catch that basically in stride all the way to the 34-yard line. That's the kind of throw I like to see. Beautiful. In behind the defense, they're not able to get to him. They're going to go another play action, but Kuntz is kind of the main man this time. Let's see if anyone wants to leave him open. That's a tough throw, and that is a late throw. The release is so slow. Quick throw, Ellison, maybe? Oh, Kuntz is so open. Good throw. Falls forward for 12. Might have been Kuntz's actual first catch, because some of his other looks, I think we're overthrown. Can't catch the ball. The ball's not even near you. Everything's basically play action, which I don't hate, but I also don't think this... I was kind of right. This front is legit. Their run defense is 25th in the league, but they have only allowed 63 yards, so... Somebody's lying. Someone gave us the incorrect information. Let's just be real. I mean, oh, wow. Nice overthrow. I just... Like, everything's basically a drag. They want to back up 10, 15 yards off the snap. Ball is snapped, and they're dropping. You know? What do you want from me? Bellinger. Oh, come on, man. It's the big problem with that was the fact that Bellinger caught it weirdly. If he could have caught it properly while running, maybe would have got that in stride and would have buried him. But instead, it's going to be a tied 31 all game, but their ball with 5 minutes left. 3 tight ends in. Not the most linebackers. And Wilson, huge hit, but still gains 3. 2nd and 7, trying to get out there. We do a pretty good job one-on-one, and we stop him in the open field. That is unbelievable. 3rd and 2 when it should have been like a 30-yard run. We came with the juice with him because we just couldn't hesitate. So what if he breaks the tackle? He's got to get that stop. Try to swat, and it's a bad throw because of the blitz. 4th and 2, that might be a punt. It will be. Got to be careful, though. We're going to keep Phillips semi-close to the line of scrimmage in case it's a fake. And if it's not, which it's not, we run him back. Get ourselves a nice block. And we get a block from him and couldn't really do much with it. Bonaconda to the 25. All right, we got plenty of time here, but at the same time, if they want to play this way, up to the line of scrimmage. Palmer. Good throw, gain 6. Got double drags with the tight ends kind of playing 2 different deep routes, and wide open again is Palmer, showing off that speed, outrunning Sauce to the 48. We need about 10-15 yards from Mr. Chad Ryland. Get that contract dotted up right after this game if he hits a game winner. And if not, he gets released. It's not true, but oh, look at Rodriguez. Gets blasted, but 4 yards on that is crazy. Like, where do you find 4 yards within that play? Like, I just don't know. He's unbelievable. And trying to turn something from nothing again. Gets a yard, bounced around as the hole closed right as we were about to take it. 2-minute warning, massive play on 3rd and 5. They're napping. They're napping. I don't know what they're doing. Morant almost scores. They thought, just like any other team would, that we would just, let the clock go. Got to play it smart, because if you get the first down, that's more clock wasted. But hell no. You're going to give me the free first down on 3rd and 5? I'm taking that every day of the week. Why were they sleepy? Either way, Rodriguez has a chance to the edge, all the way to the 3. That debatably benefits them, though, to be fair. As it looks like, after that first down, we could have controlled the clock and really just iced this one with a field goal. But instead, they look like they're going to at least, no matter how they play this, or how we play it, get about a minute left. In a perfect world, you score on 3rd down, but if the score is there on 1st and goal, we are taking it. And to the outside, oh, Hufunga. I did not expect him to make that play. Did a good job. Wasting that time already. Yeah, there's no way I'm throwing this. Inside handoff, do we believe? And we tried, but he doesn't get in. From the one, we're getting pretty ballsy, I can't lie. And this guy over there looks like he's just ready for it. All right, end around. Oh, and if it would have been deeper depth, he would have had it. And like I knew it, Mafe just was never tricked. He saw it the whole way. We did waste all their timeouts, but they still have about that whole minute we talked about to get a field goal and bring this to overtime. We leave this one short. He should he should fair catch that, because we're going to get down here. And huge hit by Riley. It's a loss of 3 and a loss of 3 seconds. Problem with a situation like this is most of the time you're going to see yourself in some pretty basic defensive shells, because you don't want to do anything crazy and give them a look. And we get a little bump. Oh, he did not need to get sacked there, and he barely avoided that. That was risky. Also on the other side, though, if they get close enough for a field goal and we have a chance to stop them to maybe get a score before overtime, options are there as well. So keep an eye on every option. And, oh, that was a bad possession. Kittle needs to catch that in stride or not catch it at all, because that's a lot of yardage, a lot of points or seconds for no yardage. And it's going to be, again, good hit, but I'm not sure what they're gaining there. They need to spike this thing. And we're playing deep. No timeouts. Need something out of bounds. Kyler Murray's going to run, and I thought he threw it to him. That would have been crazy. 10 seconds left. They need to hit something 15, at least 20 yards away and out of bounds. We're playing outside shade. See if we can get a push, get some rush. He will get it out of bounds, but he won't get out of bounds, and the game's going to be lost. The defense tightened up at the right time, and yes, that's a little anticlimactic for their fan base, but our coverage actually tightened up, did a damn good job, and just did not give an inch. They had a whole minute, and they gained like 20 yards, if that. The defense should be proud of itself the way they finished. Maybe not the best all the way through, but they did a good job, forcing a couple of stops, and then the biggest stop of the game right there. Plenty of chance to get that field goal range, and just couldn't. Finally, we tightened up enough to hold on to the win. And looking at the numbers, Jadarius should have thrown more than one pick, I'll be honest with you. Statistically, better than Murray, but realistically, not better than Murray. Rodriguez, he made as much happen as he could with the blocks he was given. Looking at the receiving, Morant was unbelievable. Could be a Player of the Week award. It'd be nice if he had 2 touchdowns. I think that would guarantee it, but 184 yards is great. Palmer, 96 yards with a touchdown. Love that. Give him a chance at a breakout or a dev up in general. No one else really super involved. Kuntz, a couple of plays, I suppose. No sacks. Hufanga and James with picks. And that would be the game. We got an upgrade point for Rodriguez, and it's tough because I want to get that catch up, but at the same time, I want him to be able to truck. We'll go receiving. I think last time we got a plus like 3 to catch, so hopefully we get something like that again. I mean, that is worth it. 2 catch, 1 catch in traffic puts him at 69 catch with the boost. You got to consider that worth it because that's his weakest game, right? Like, it's not like he needs the truck. He's got his elusiveness. Still falls forward at times, but catching, he needs to get up. Like, that is just a problem. He also has the drops pass trait, which is just not good in general. As far as Nick Jones, who was not great this game, going to go with zone. See what we get with zone. A couple of okay upgrades. He's not bad at all. He's really good, and he's considered a number 3 corner, so that's saying something. But what about these scenarios now? Rivalry game did not allow Sauce to have a pick, so, I mean, what do we... Oh, hell no! Staff points can get... Why did I do that? Your receivers will have 7+ catching and spec catch for next game. Catching traffic anyways. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got XP as well. I almost just crapped a brick, let's be honest. And then my time to shine, obviously not even close. I don't even think he had a single tackle in general, let alone a tackle for a loss. Now, you did actually have one, but did not get enough for all 3. Still, a decent game from everyone, things considered. Cam Jones coming back will definitely help us out as we face off against the Oilers at home in Week 11. Week 11, any breakouts? Any breakouts? Okay, a cold opponent, which, I mean, I see it. Spotlight for prospects, and we can focus some more players. Do have some negotiations we need to take a look at right away, so let's do that while we're here. Actually get these contracts done rather than just talk about them. Riley Moss, obviously, 4-year 40, worth it, 10 mil per. Lovely contract for us. Nick Jones, I'll pay him up to a 5-year 35, which is on par with the other contracts around the league, apparently. Wall James, obviously a lot of potential there. I don't want to do more than a 4-year, though. Something tells me he'll never be above superstar. Of course, he needs a little more time to decide. Johnson, that's a 5-year deal. Even if he's not the starter and, we find someone more athletic, whatever, down the line, he's good for a backup anyways. Calvin Austin, we'll see. Clark Phillips, we'll see. Jalen Hyatt, we talked about a 1-year contract. Trey Palmer, absolutely would love to keep him. I know he's 25, it kind of sucks, but we're going to do a 2-year 10, and, not worry about that for the foreseeable future, I suppose. And then we have Garrett Bowles, who we're going to pay. Everyone else we'll get to, but I would love to just get higher on their potential list, I guess Clark Phillips doesn't really fit that mold. 3-year 10, got our slot set. And then Jalen Hyatt, of course, is not bad. I mean, we did trade for him. 1 year 1.5. I want to do like a 1 year 5.5, but maybe a 1 year 6.5 if that goes. And what's going on here? How come I can't? Oh, is it because I put him on IR and there's like no way to remove a player off IR? Is that what it is? Health? Can we do some here? I don't think I can pull him off IR. Put him on IR for... Oh, wait. Player on injured reserve. How do you take someone off of that? Is that even possible? Oh, so apparently the rules are outdated and I have to wait 8 weeks to get him back. Cool. Romeo Dobbs returns next week, though, which is great. But actually, I got distracted there. I was meant to take a quick look over at the Oilers to see if, their roster injuries, whatever, might determine, our decision on our scenario. Of course, no injuries for them. But, we have a cold opponent. If they're like, hey, what do you think is the best way to win against them? Stop the run, stop the pass. It's like, I think we're going to stop the pass. They have, like, the best quarterback of all time and no run game. It's, we got to be aware of what we're going against here. Justin Fields, athleticism, okay. Accuracy, especially okay. Slow, short accuracy with really good throw power. Running back, Justin Fowler gets the start because of day one starter tag. Very athletic. Not a bad juke move guy either. Looking at wide receiver, Florence is amazing. Deontay Johnson's pretty damn good, and Nico Collins is pretty damn good. So they got a good trio of receivers. Mobley's very athletic at tight end. Broderick Jones is really good especially in the pass block department. Isaiah Wynn is all right. Gates definitely needs to be replaced. Kappa's all right. Darnell Wright's pretty damn good. Nick Bosa is one of the best in the league. Christian Wilkins is one of the best in the league. Dexter Lawrence is one of the best in the league. Diaby is a decent outside linebacker, but I'm not really sure what scheme they're running here. Looks like a 4-3, can't tell. Corner 1 is amazing. Corner 2 is pretty damn good as well. And then corner 3 is athletic as hell. Free safety is really good. Strong safety is really good. This is a solid-looking team. But looking at that cold opponent like we just talked about, let's take a look at what the focus is. No fear or smug response. Let's go no fear. Guess it's not something we have to... Okay, Orioles are struggling. All players will have -5 break, tackle, play rec, and tackle for the game. Beat the Oilers and avoid falling victim to the trap game. So they have, or all players on both teams? Like, I don't know why we would struggle to break tackles because they're playing badly, which does not appear to be the case, in my opinion. Let's take a look at our prospect spotlight. Could still sneak out another season of Bisons football, especially if we don't win a Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens there. But Dylan Lucas, the outside linebacker, is smart. And I have no idea. Oh, is this a pass rusher? A 2 to 3 pass rushers. Interesting. I don't really know what our, like, number 1 need is. Some of these might change as well. Like, safety, kind of-ish? Like, we just don't have many needs. So, like, if I was going to say any one need was, like, really something we should focus on, it probably would be safety, I would guess, right? Offensive line again, but once again, it's really hard to develop linemen in a short period of time anyways. But as far as the weekly strategy goes, they do not pass the ball well, so we're going to go short. Let's go inside run. And then... they're not very good on defense at all, but I have a feeling running the ball is going to be really tough, so we're going to go throw it medium. And before we head into Game 2 of this episode, we are going to have a couple upgrade points. 3 pretty big ones, actually, especially for Joe Morant and Zach Kuntz. Joe Morant, it's really medium and deep. Kind of got that with deep threat. I'm going to go with slot here, I think. It does take away the in the zone or whatever, the scheme fit. But 2 to medium route, 1 to juke, 1 to change direction, 1 to catch, 1 to break tackle, 1 agility, 1 to short route. I really love that upgrade. That's an amazing upgrade. He is so good, though. And then Zach Kuntz, obviously, a vertical threat is just always going to be the way to go for all tight ends, pretty much. And we will see where we land here. 2 to release is great. 3 to break tackle is not bad. 1 to deep, 1 to medium, 1 to short, a stiff arm, and a run block upgrade. Not bad, actually. And then Carr... how good is Carr these days? Obviously, he's a superstar. I say these days as if he's not a rookie. So it definitely is agile style that we need to upgrade on him, which he is going to get a little bit to the run block finesse. But yeah, really bad finesse blocker, unfortunately. Abilities, nasty streak, and fool me once. Here we go. Seems like we've been at home for an unlimited weeks number. Is it on the road that we get injured? Is that what it is? We're just always injured on the road. Either way, Joe Morant having to really kind of, I wouldn't say carry the offense because, you know, Trey Palmer's actually been pretty damn good. Kuntz hasn't been that bad either. And obviously Rodriguez on the ground is, I mean, really the run game in general has been great. But as far as pure wide receiver goes, yeah, he is way up there in front because he is easily the number 1 target on this team. And with that, we don't mind because he obviously is insanely talented. You know, losing Romeo Dobbs sucks because, you know, his progression is just completely shot at this rate. Normal dev, never going to go up unless he gets a lucky breakout or 2 because he's just missing games. You know, he's missing, like, the whole season here. How do you get a dev up if you're not playing? Which is kind of why I'm like, you know, even though Wise is kind of glitched on IR, doesn't really matter either. He missed the entire season as well. So it's just really unfortunate. One of the biggest positions on this team that needed to develop is wide receiver, and all the guys that had potential to develop were all injured. Unfortunately. That's why I was really hoping for a Trey Palmer upgrade in dev, but can't get a breakout to save his life. One thing that isn't always constant, though, kicking that ball off first, as the Oilers will be getting the ball on the kickoff. Cole, very fast slot corner for them. Justin Fields, we've seen some of the numbers, you know, throughout the weeks and some of their losses they've had, and they really don't seem to be playing good football. And, yeah, 9 touchdowns and 6 interceptions with 1,500 yards at this point of the season is pretty damn bad. I mean, touchdown rate alone, most quarterbacks would have that by like week 3. So definitely not the best. And we try to pull off the blitz just to bait him out. Didn't work. Got 9 yards to the right on the first throw. Wilson in pursuit, beat by the tight end Mobley, who is insanely mobile. 34-yard line, stepping up. Okay, that's. I mean, we got beat, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Completely baited out. I thought that was easily a run. We ran in. I'm surprised we didn't get him, and the deep game would have been so open. But on the blitz, seen it well, delivered a throw, and they get a first down. And I knew that was going to be a problem. Johnson with a great finish, great recovery, but Mobley, he's beating these safeties easily. But at the same time, corners aren't going to be big enough to cover him, so if not the safeties, then really who? Mack out here again. Oh, Lord. And we're not going to get deep. Trying to catch him. We do, surprisingly. He only gets 3. Definitely would love to see a little more rotation on that D-line, but like we talked about, just hasn't really been a need to. As Cam Jones gets the sack. Sending it back to the 30-yard line. Welcome back, big fella. Best linebacker on our team, without a doubt. And he's going to set us up with a nice 3rd and 12. Let's see what we got cooking up for ourselves. Riley, you get a press. Not bad, and can't get there. Perfect throw. Nico Collins down to the 4. No incompletions yet. Cam Jones over the middle, and it's going to be a run over there. Are we going to get there in time? We will. It's a great tackle, and he gets no yards gained. Welcome back. Should we spy someone? Let's just QB contain. Let's hope that's good enough. Oh. And, oh, nice little cutback. Oh, my God! Justin Fields with a touchdown. Back and forth, back and forth. It works out, and they're going to score the first touchdown of the game. That's crazy. Like, he's just too elusive. We just couldn't. Every cut he made, we were just beat. Look, I thought there was a chance he would cut back right, but I didn't believe he was actually going to do it. Here we go on the return. We kind of have everyone on the wrong side here, but maybe that'll be the way that this works out. Ooh, it was kind of a chance to cut that back against the grain, but to the 18-yard line. Special teams this year might be a bust. Anaconda is probably going to get his job back, and then maybe we just flip him and Calvin Austin special teams-wise. Obviously, Jadarius Lewis picks are kind of climbing, but the touchdowns have been at a better rate anyways. 26-7 touchdown rate to picks, and yards almost at 3,000 passing. Do I believe in this? Can I move this over? It's because it's an RPO. They're not going to allow me to. And we are going to get out there. What a dive, though, by Bosa, I believe. And gets tripped up. It gains 9. Last week, not the best, but still had 2 touchdowns, just under 100 yards. Sort of decent, like, average rate. It's just the pass game was so free. I mean, I'm not going to just force the run just because it makes sense. Or not make sense, but just because you want to balance it out. Calvin Austin out on the field here, showing off some speed, but not really, A, a good throw. Obviously, it was terrible. But B, not really a lot of separation at the top of that route. 3rd down and 1. I mean, I think you double team the 94 anyways. See if we can get in there. Make a play. And, oh, that was a little risky. Wanted it all, even though we needed 1, and almost lost the first down in general. But almost means nothing when it doesn't actually happen. We're going to trust the sweep. See if we can get there. And it actually works. Oh my God, kind of. 4 yards, but Lane Vander Esch looking very fast. 7-6 from the 34-yard line. Definitely a little bit strugglesome to get down the field compared to them. We gained 3, but man, Lane Vander Esch is causing problems. You can try to make it tough on them with a kind of play maybe to the running back. Oh, that's a wide open tight end. How long do I have to stop to get my guy to stop? That's going to be a punt. 4th and 3. I can't trust this offense. Jadarius Lewis, I mean, I stopped months ago, and he's just still running. When will he stop running? Never. Pretty damn unbelievable, can't lie. Really unbelievable, really. From the 16-yard line. And trying to get out that thing. Jesus. Walt James is there. Fowler's first carry goes for -3. Walt just saved a big play. Sure, we brought the blitz, which caused that kind of overload, if you will, but still, Riley, and we knew that was going to be, pretty good route, but terrible throw. Get the linebackers blitzing. Are we actually going to get in position here, though? And, I mean, he's pretty damn open in my book. Nice a tackle attempt, but to the 38-yard line, they're just forcing it to Florence. Don't know why we run zone coverage. We are the worst zone corner team in the league. Not even zone corner, but just zone coverage team in the league. Bring him down. Thank you. Sort of a similar game last week to Rodriguez, as Fowler had 75 yards on 19 carries with 1 touchdown, not 2. Pitch play, we are kind of out here. Let's see if we can finish the play. We do. Nice. Another only 1-yard gain. I guess we're bringing the safeties. Let's see. We're going to bring the heat. And the safeties are in there. Finishes the job. Not right. Should have been picked, but Taylor with the swat does enough to force a punt. He could have had the pick. I just didn't want to risk it. You go for the swat, you guarantee the ball. You go for the pick, yeah, you might get a pick, better field position, but you might give up a touchdown. Punt is going to be straight to Abanikanda. And we're just not going to get any freaking blocks. Good job by Abanikanda to turn that into something at least. Start of the second quarter, we're at the 22-yard line. All tied up is not true. He did not score. I forgot the drive ended up short. 0 passing yards. Nice. The number 0 is not my favorite number to see, believe it or not. Maybe we'll convert, pass the ball to somebody. Kuntz gets the ball. Holds on. First down. There you go. There's 11. Going to run the ball to the left with Rodriguez. And we get some pretty good blocks. Morant does a great job off that edge, gaining 16 or 17 for Rodriguez. Potentially looking over the middle for Morant. Let's see if we got a deep look. That's a late read, but that is on the money. And caught by Palmer. That was not an easy catch. A little bit of a late throw. Didn't really trust it, and the ball was perfectly thrown. Great catch, though. Kuntz could be our man over the middle. Let's see how they want to play this. I do like that. That's a pretty good throw, and an amazing catch by Kuntz, bodying up with that 6'7" frame to the 6-yard line. Throw him a little more confidence on this drive, and it's leading to a decent little number here. And that's a panic throw. I was thinking high point, left side. Ball doesn't get there. The receiver doesn't get there. I'm just glad it didn't really get picked. Tough one. Let's see what we got for our reads. Curl routes. Perfect throw, Jadarius. Great route by Palmer. Great vision to realize the ball was going to be there. And then, of course, amazing throw by Jadarius. I thought maybe it was going to be thrown behind him, in front of him. Right on the money. I mean, anticipated it, and it just worked out to perfection. Great play. Touchdown. Now it's tied up. Well, let's see if Jackson can finish a play, because he's been applying a lot of pressure this season. Just can't. Oh, I tried to swat. Couldn't get it, and the ball's just badly thrown. Taylor doing pretty well. A little bit of zone coverage. We've been pretty bad at it today. Let's go Ronnie Shelton this time. Bull rush, and once again, that little corner route is just crushing us. It really doesn't matter what we run, to be honest, but zone coverage specifically has been eaten alive by that, and that'll be a false start on the left tackle. Oh, encroachment. What? Sure. Of course, you can't see the replay on a something like a penalty, so I guess we'll just take their word for it. Oh, it's actually a run. Oh, my God, Johnson. Not going to bring him down, but get some help by Riley in the corner. Fowler finally getting some yardage to the 29-yard line. Those pancakes are just insane. Yes, breakfast joke. Insert breakfast joke. And right off the edge into the arms of Antonio Johnson, one of the best blitzing safeties in the league. Not going to say much more about that, but at least for blitzing, he's one of the better ones. Jackson going against a running back in coverage. And we're not going to get over to the running back, but really good job by Riley to defend the scramble. Would have been a lot of yards there if he wasn't on him. It's not even his job, so just impressive stuff, really. Let's go inside leverage. Not going to get off the block. And we're going to do a really good job with Jackson to just prevent that run, similar to what Riley did. Should be a field goal attempt, but yeah, you got to protect it. If we would have ran full on for the pass rush move, he gets to that edge, gets the first down, and this is a touchdown potentially instead. Why are you diving outside angle? That's just stupid. Why? What are you gaining from that? You're way off. Thank God it wasn't a penalty. Abanikanda returning it from a few yards into his own end zone, and can't really say it's better than Calvin Austin already, but he got more yards. I'm going to come with that play action early on here over the middle. That's going to be picked off. I don't know what the hell Jadarius is doing. Try to stop and throw the ball, and it just doesn't happen. What are we doing? Genuinely. I don't know what you want. You got the sprint out. Obviously, it's a sprint out. You got that. You can throw it outside end, but over the middle is wide open. You can see the stop. You can see the slowdown, the stop. Why are we still running? What are we doing? Are we ever going to stop sprinting when we want to? Or is it just it's on your time? It's whatever they decide is the time to stop sprinting. And that is a great hit by Cordell Jackson. A lot of players in there, and really good press off the line by those DBs. I mean, those guys would not give an inch. It is crazy. Riley's got speed, but I would like to almost play the safety role. And really good tackle. 3rd and 11. Defense is tightening up at least. All right, we got the blitzer off that edge there. Got to protect this inside as Florence has really been causing problems. And that screen will not even develop at all and will force a field goal on 4th and 11. The field goal is successful. It's a 6-point game, though, with ball at half and ball right now before half. So we're not in like a dire desperation situation, but we're definitely playing uncharacteristic football. We just seem to have just like some really boneheaded plays from time to time, and that was one of them. Inside Morant, trusting the man. Really good throw, really good catch. 1st down, 2-minute warning. We got ourselves a screen pass. I do really like the run game here, but with 2 minutes left, I don't want to waste too many timeouts if I don't have to. And this better not be a fumble. How are we not getting that off? Just loft it to him. He's tucking it. It's laying inside for Morant. He was actually open. I'm going to run because there's a lot of reads and none of them are safe. There was a lot of room for somebody to undercut something. There just simply was, and I wanted to play it safe. Please. Oh, no way! Everything's a slow throw out of sack with this quarterback that can't release the ball. I'm sprinting out stupidly, but the sprint out has worked for us for many a time. And he's just taking, like what are we doing? Throw into that. Palmer is open. Instead, we throw it right at Woolen. That's pick number 2. Generally, it's arrogance. It's believing that we can make every throw, believing no angle's too tough, and I just stepped up on nothing. Try to strip it, because obviously we have the help. Him being at the 9-yard line is way better than him being at the 16, in my opinion. It's a lot harder to stop or score from here, and obviously it gives us another chance before half. If, honestly, we even want it at this rate. At this rate, it's like we're doing more damage to ourselves. And the 6'3 Johnson can't get there because it's a perfect throw. Touchdown Oilers. This game is basically confirming, wow, what a catch. Basically confirming or destroying Jadarius' MVP race. There's just no chance he wins MVP now. 9 interceptions already is just not going to cut it. It's never. Like, we could put up 60 touchdowns. It's not going to happen. Just not a great, I can't even audible some of our players. It's super fun. I can't believe Woolen, though. He's just unbelievable. Terrible throw, though. I mean, Jadarius is the QB of the future at this point. It's pretty obvious, but the way things are going in this game specifically, I gotta say, there is bench question marks right now. And, I mean, I'm just seeing ghosts a little bit. I'm just not trusting that throw against the safety sitting there. I'm going to run it on inside and see if we can maybe get some yards, and we're going to get a few, obviously, unless he actually gets it. Oh, 1 yard. We're down 13. It's not the end of the world, but if we give this 1st down up, like we don't get this play, nah, I got to punt this. Either way, we're going to be down 13 at halftime against a really bad Oilers team. This is pathetic. I don't really see it. I really don't see how this team is so bad. Their offense seems decent, and their D-line is suffocating. Their coverage is really good, too, and we can't get across the grain. Anaconda does look better, though. It's not even a question. We have all the time in the world, but obviously if we don't score a touchdown on this drive, it's not going to be looking too promising. And I don't know why I just ever expected us to just block him without a double team. Every single play I've been double teaming when it's a run against him. One time I don't, he's just like, ha, idiot, I was tricking you. And he got it. He just got it. I mean, that's too deep, man. Gonna have to force it. And he just doesn't get back to the ball. He's just running sideline still. That's not Jadarius' fault. That's not our fault. That is Trey Palmer's fault. He's like not trying to make this a catchable ball. Is this even the right route? I mean, I'm not really sure what we're gaining on that. I really don't know what we're gaining on that. That's going to be a punt, though. Good thing is the punt's all the way down to the 4. Bad thing is we've been terrible against the run, so will it matter? And Johnson does a great job to blow that up and lose 2. Beautiful play to find a way. I mean, you can't run command because if you give up a touchdown from the 2, you might as well just leave. But I want to. The safety's all over, and he fights to get back to the line. Let's just call it what it is. Turk's the GOAT, putting him in a really bad spot. This is a play action of the fullback. He's going to be so open. And that's a bad decision. It's going to be a safety. No, it's not. It's going to be a touchdown. Wilson Play action at the 3-yard line is diabolical. I don't even know who got the sack, but Wilson gets the freest touchdown he's ever had. Play action, or Cam Jones with another sack. Overran it a little bit, but I don't think we went onto the back of the end zone, did we? Oh my God, that's so close. Wouldn't that be a penalty, or is that only for offensive players? And just like that, with a great punt, we're back in the game. It was going to be a safety, and it was a fumble instead. And free rusher, bad throw because of it, in my opinion. Justin Fields is falling apart a little bit. The pressure is mounting. We're going to be coming with a blitz. Press man blitz. Over top play. Let's see if we can get in here. And over top, my anus. As Taylor's going to have to chase down Johnson, and does, but massive play. Easy off the line, and we're never pressing again. Can't even press one time. Otherwise, we get burned. And Moss is on it. We're just going to miss all the tackles, and Johnson's the GOAT! Deontay Johnson's one of the greatest players of all time. Breaking a billion tackles after a huge one-on-one release win and scoring the touchdown to put them back up by 2 possessions. We're going to go for 2 here. This looks like it could be a QB keeper. I'm going to go man coverage. It's not going to be, and Walt James lets him catch it right in front of his face like that. I genuinely don't get that. Walt James is sleeping on the job. That's crazy that we're paying him. Crazy he's being paid to sleep on the job. As Anaconda spins into the 24-yard line from that deep. Basically back to where we started. Only difference is we have less time to do it and slightly more to try and overcome. Can't pass the ball. They are perfectly covering right now. And unfortunately, this pass game of theirs... Oh, please. That's a tough throw. And he misses. It's a tough throw. It's long, but this pass game of ours is just awful. This is crazy how bad we are right now. Like, nothing is landing, like, at all. Like, just nothing. Just tell me we can get out of it with a screen pass. Blocks aren't great, but they're enough. Look at Carr. Oh, I love him. Best draft pick we've had in this entire franchise, and we have Morant. We have a lot of really good players. There's some pretty damn good players in here, but Carr is just unbelievable. Catch him offside for a free play? No. And, I mean, they're just going to cover it. They look like they were going to give us room. They baited us out. I think it's a pick on everyone except for maybe X. Would have been needed to be the perfect throw, though, and I just don't trust that to be the case. Sacked on the play, though. That's all that matters. Oh, no. I don't know if we would have got many yards because Jadarius is slow, but it is unbelievable the things that Dexter Lawrence has done this game, as that may have been a massive gainer. Anyone open? You got to go for that throw. And in that little pocket, it's going to put us in to a manageable 4th and inches that you obviously have to go for. The disagreement on whether to go for it here or not is crazy to me. Like, you have no choice. And that is a big play if he catches it. Ellison breaks it free. 4th and inches, 53-yard touchdown. And it's a 1-possession game. Oh, my. All he does is make big plays. Seeing ghosts, the quick throws we took too long on, and Ellison breaks free with enough time to block for passing the ball. And into triple, basically, holds on and slips away. You generally can't make it up. You just can't make it up. It's unbelievable. That is truly remarkable. Ah, I got baited. That's unfortunate. Johnson we tried to go for that strip. Johnson having a pretty good game so far. We're going to be usering with Taylor. Oh, there's a running back uncovered. And should have been a block in the back. He actually didn't block us, though. That's the problem. He kind of put his hands on us, but didn't push us. Wasn't even trying to bait him out. It's just we knew we were last line of defense because we brought, basically 0. Free rush. Riley doesn't finish, and Cam Jones got to try to get him off the edge. Does, but 7 yards gain because Riley misses. We've been bringing a lot of blitzes. You would assume he would be, kind of worried to get that ball off early, so when we don't bring it, and we're going to do a really good job with Wilson. Great wrap-up. Loses 1. It's 3rd-4 now. Basically entering the 4th. We can stop him right here. The score would be the same, assuming they do kick the field goal, which you would assume they would. Left the running back open too long. No, he didn't. And unfortunately goes over the middle to Florence, who will likely give them a score this drive. This Oilers team's been unbelievable, but our offense has been unbelievably crap. Why wouldn't they run here? Who knows? And we have the flat coverage. There's no way. Good D by Taylor. Blast him in the back, and that will be a drop. You never know what they're going to do. Like, is it going to be a run? If it is, I mean, this is pretty easy. And we are getting destroyed on slants right now. It's unbelievable. We got it going by overall now, but I don't think that's really going to change much. And, I mean, you got the drag going, and we just aren't getting much pressure at all. 31st, anyways, offense in the league. They have almost 400 yards. His pass rush is just doing nothing. That's the problem. Coverage isn't great, but the pass rush is useless. Somebody needs to get in there. And there is no one on Florence. Nice. It's a lot of clock being taken off for them to still basically put it back at the same score it was last drive for us. And we're not going to get in there, but we do finish. He tries to get yards. We're trying to break the ball out. Loses some yards there. Hoping for a mistake of some sort. See if that happens. This side's a little weak, but that's all right. Oh, that was a free rush. We're not going to get over there. And Gleason misses. Touchdown, Justin Fields. Number 2. Gleason has had a tough showing today. Can't lie. See if we get that press beat. I mean, it's enough. Too bad the throw is too much. It's enough for me to take that chance. Give me a yard or two with Miranda. I mean, you've sold me. You've sold me. I'm in. Fortunately, the throw is not in range. And they're going to bring the rush. Good job by Rodriguez. Fumbles the ball, though. Good recovery by the lineman. There's been no chances to run. There's been no chances to throw. They are just smoking us right now. They're playing a perfect game on both sides of the ball. Screen game is weak, but we should be able to get out there. Breaks the tackle, and he's going to barely get the first down. All of that fighting. The offensive line absolutely whiffed. Except for one guy who saved the day. Let's be real, he totally saved the day. Perfect throw. Palmer's going to get underneath that and get a lot of yards. Late hit out of bounds. Once again, you're pushing him out of bounds late. It's a penalty. I would sell it harder, though. It's an unnecessary move that could be very dangerous because he's already out of bounds. Your fault. No one's telling you to hit him late. And no one's telling Jadarius to be this ass. But here he is. Oh, this is a bad play for them. If the throw is there, it could be a touchdown. Oh, wow, that is crazy good coverage. But Palmer underneath. Wolin, great coverage. But Palmer, great catch, perfect throw. It's a really good throw that's going to lead to a big play, obviously. If Lawrence gets over there from that spot, maybe doing too much. Good juke move. Gets us back to the line at best. Going verticals just to try and set up Kuntz over the middle. Or maybe someone who gets that wheel to that edge. Yeah, we've learned our lesson. Throwing late like that is just not gone well for us. We're selling a little bit. I don't really trust that comeback route from Morantz. Somebody just get open, please. Screw it. Morantz! Oh, maybe got away with a push-off, but he's going to catch it for the touchdown. Maybe a little bit of a push-off right at the point of coming back to the ball. Oh, great throw, great catch, and, I mean, maybe we got away with one a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe right at the end, got a little push. Throw is amazing considering, once again, nobody can block. You know, I mean, it kind of looked like he gave him a little shove there at the end, but whatever gets you the touchdown. And we're going to be playing the deep game. I mean, 3.5 isn't like a lot, but with 3 timeouts, it's definitely enough. Deontay Johnson basically unguardable this game. 4 for 129, a touchdown, and a billion broken tackles. All right, let's see if we can get the stop to give our offense a chance to try and win this one. And, I mean, the linebacker should be up there. Isaiah Wynn is injured. I mean, they took Ronnie Shelton off to, boarding school, but, hey, he opened up the lane. Of course, not great time for their offensive lineman to go out, but their loss, our gain, maybe. Oh, and Riley, no! I thought Riley had a pick, and unfortunately didn't. Still going with zone coverage. I don't know why. We suck in man, but we are absolutely horrible in zone. Left to the line of scrimmage, see if we can break off a tackle. And we get smoked. Great job by Ronnie. It was just unbelievable. Taking on the lineman and still brings him down. First down will put us in a bad spot. Let's see what they want to do. It'd be really super for them to hike this before. And they will not. 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9. Do you not just go like blitz mode? Maybe you get to the quarterback in time, force some error, or of course if they are going to run it, which they've kind of shown that they want to a little bit, you at least maybe have a chance to stop that run. And we got the cutback lane. Oh my God, Johnson. Thank God he tackled him. First down here, though, would put us in a really bad spot. Get the stop. I mean, we got to press. We have no choice. We got to get some time here for our guys. And Riley's going to toss him. That's sus, but you know what I mean. We're going to get the ball back. We're going to have a chance. Get your ass thrown, my guy. Who's in the zone? Oh, that's a DB, isn't it? Can't trust that the ball is going to bounce your way, but if you run up the middle, you at least get to the 20-25, which we did. 1:43 a timeout and a dream. Inside post. Let's see what we got for ourselves. He's open. That's a tough one. It's a really bad throw, and it's not actually as bad as I thought it was. It needs to be in play, though, right? Like, there's some pressure, don't get me wrong. There's a guy in his face, but needs to be in play. But at the same time, that needs to be caught. There's just not really much more to that. And we're going to get rushed instantly off the edge. There's nothing you can do there. There's genuinely nothing you can do. It's instant. This play is literally instant win. Like that's just not okay. Why is nobody helping him over there? I don't understand. Double teams just don't mean anything these days? Kuntz. And, of course, he's going to pick that. I mean, that's just crazy, to be fair. Our guys had all the chances in the world this game to make plays like those, and they never did. They just simply never did. There was plays where our guys could have jumped up for the pick. Didn't happen. We threw 3 or 4 this game, and the trap game was real. And unfortunately, we're going to lose to the Oilers, who played a perfect game. They played a perfect game. There's not really much more to be said about it. They did not make barely any mistakes. Their offensive line was unbelievable. We had 0 pressure all game long. Their D-line pressured us all game long. The coverage was great. Their receivers were always open. Their run game was okay. I mean, nothing went right for us. I mean, they just really didn't. I don't know. There was always a guy in our face. Jadarius Lewis throws 3 touchdowns, but also 3 interceptions. 50% completion percentage. It's not a great game at all. Run game, I mean, there really wasn't many opportunities to run. That's why the numbers don't look that great. And ultimately, we lose to the really awful record Oilers. I gotta say record because their team does not look like it should be as bad as it is, but their record is saying they're bad, so I guess they're bad. A D-line like that should never be as bad as they are. Like, that is just so hard for an offense. Jadarius Lewis, though, along with Michael Turk, who actually almost saved the game with his punting ability, have upgrades. We're going to go with strong arm because his biggest accuracy need is deep threat, and got a chance at strong arm throw power. 2 to deep, 1 to medium. That's kind of what I needed. 88 deep. Now, I mean, with the morale boost, I don't know how he's missing any throw at all. I really don't. I just simply don't. But he is, and then Turk, I mean, once again, he had one of the better plays of the game. Pinning them deep. 2 to kick power, making him 99 kick power. That is an unbelievable upgrade. That is ridiculous. But yeah, almost gave us a chance to win with that because we forced the fumble. Let's take a look at this cold opponent. It's going to be like, hey, you fell for the trap game, idiots. It's like, yeah, I think there was something special behind the scenes that we're doing things there. We had to be better than that. I don't think we overlooked them. We just got outplayed, which is why it stings a little more. I mean, yeah, we said no fear, but at the same time, what was the other one? It was like something smug. It's like, so we have to be cocky or like arrogant, which is kind of similar, but that's really the options, wasn't it? I think it was like show no fear and be smug. Maybe when they said be smug, it's like, these guys suck or something. But then again, no fear is like, we know we're going to win, which is like, it's confident cockiness versus like arrogant cockiness. There was a lot of cockiness today, I think. But either way, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate the support on the channel. We have some divisional matchups coming up. The Steelers are kind of the only team that really matters, at least for a chance to dethrone us this season, but they still could be some pretty good matchups as the 3-6 at the time Oilers personally may have just like taken away, potentially, when it's all said and done, the first round bye, the number 1 seed. But as of right now, we're still ahead of the Condors, and that's all that matters. regardless, I still thought it was a pretty good one. Really just an uncharacteristic game from us, sadly, but sometimes you're just going to have a bad game, of course, on the road, then back at home for the next episode. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, let me know in the comment section below. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya.